man, women be shopping. There's nothing you can do to stop a woman from shopping. It's a little nutty professor. So let's do a Louisville, Kentucky update. I haven't talked about my home state for a while. So you had, the big U of L semi riot, right? The half riot, the kids just going around stealing a bunch of snacks, right? So you had you had all those black kids stealing snacks downtown Louisville when U of L was doing well in March Madness. The LMPD is so corrupt and so incompetent, they could not catch any of the people, even though they're all on camera, right? All of them are on camera, just taking, all the snacks, just, what were they, just grab and dash. So they have, they walk up to a porch with these four gentlemen that was sitting on there, and they're playing a good game if they've been saying innocent the whole time, right? They've been saying actually they was sitting in jail before they actually realized what had happened. Grand jury took a look at their fucking case and threw the shit out, said nah, this is some bullshit, they have no evidence whatsoever. The Steve Conrad, the police chief, is defending this shit because that's what he does. He's a defender of fucking bullshit, just like the Viper Squad. So that's coming up. Okay, so the head of the Viper Squad is kicked out. Viper Squad's only been around for 2 fucking years since Steve Conrad. It come in with Steve Conrad. The Viper Squad is Steve Conrad's baby. It's basically his fucking task force. It's his shield, right? The fucking shield with Michael whatever Chitlin, Michael Chilkus. He's the shield. He's like a corrupt fucking outlaw renegade cop, but he's overall does good versus the bad, can do as he pleases. And that's what they did, right? They took all the time and went around just kick all the fucking jaywalkers' ass, especially get the violent criminals and the guns off the street. But really, they're just going around being assholes, fucking kicking anybody's ass, doing whatever the fuck they want to do, without regard to anybody's safety or humanity towards anybody. They're protecting and serving absolutely nobody. It's a renegade, mercenary force that's just going around starting shit with people, throwing people in jail, getting the fucking fines, getting those tickets and citations and those court fees, jail fees, getting that revenue for the city. The city needs some fucking money. They don't give a fuck about the homeless or working class or anything like that, but they do, they want that dollar bill. So they're going to go ahead and try to fuck with as many people as they can in order to get that dollar bill. Small town mentality, really. I guess nothing happens in fucking Louisville that the police need to start shit. Is that what it is? Nothing happens in Louisville. So we have here, right, this is clear racial profiling. They just picked these kids up. They were sitting on a porch. Either they're real chill, right? I guess it sucks whenever you're put under the limelight. It's like, they're good, they're good. Well, are they or are they not? I believe them to be innocent. I believe them. And even I don't know. Even if I didn't, I mean they were actually arrested for like robbing somebody at gunpoint. So the 200 kids running around, they were just kind of something on the side, I guess. It really wasn't. I guess I don't know. It would be weird to rob somebody and then just go chill a block down the street on the porch. Like ain't nobody gonna fuck with me. That just seems stupid. It seems real stupid to me. So that's let's see, Kathleen Parks, chair of the Kentucky Alliance, is proposing a civilian police accountability council be democratically elected, controlling body, the Louisville Metro Police Department. Wow, that would be, yeah, that's what they need, a civilian police accountability council. Yep, yeah. Okay, good. Kentucky Alliance, we're doing something here. We need some civilian type of oversight. Yes, yes, yes. So, in democratically elected controlling body, that's, wow, amazing. That's what we need, okay? So, Parks made the announcement sitting at a table of 4 young men arrested following teen mob violence, and grand jury decided there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute Craig Dean, Shaquez Allen, Jaron Bush, Tyrone Booker, all 18, 20 years old. The people that was actually involved in, the grab and dash, taking all those snacks from the convenience stores, they're in middle school. So that would have been, in your 13, 14, 15 age, right? So these folks would be too old. So it's sounding like more and more bullshit. You know, the more and more information, the more and more I read about it. So Kathleen Parks is going to hit him hard on it. So good for her, right? You can't just go around saying people are guilty of crimes. You got no fucking evidence. You just say, hey, you're guilty. I'm a cop. Fuck you. Now that's bullshit. Fuck you, cop. LMPD don't give a fuck. They don't serve and protect anybody except for their own goddamn selves, the politicians, the bankers, King Coal, right? The fucking industry. They protect fucking King Coal Corporation and piss on the fucking working families. Men, women, children, old people. They don't give a damn. Just look up your, look at crime times. They're arresting everybody. So Steve Conrad, he's like, I'm certainly appreciative of the perspective of Kentucky Alliance against political repression in their call for a citizens review board. These concerns have been raised in the past, and in fact, there are already multiple layers of civilian review. For over 10 years, citizens from throughout our community have reviewed and issued recommendations on every police involved incident resulting in a death as part of the Citizens Commission on Police Accountability Merit Board. Fuck the Merit Board. They didn't give a shit. Fuck the Merit Board. Fuck your civilian review. Fuck you, Steve Conrad. Kathleen Parks is right. Merit Board consists of community members, reviews all disciplinary actions. Additional information on this group may be found at LouisvilleKentucky.gov. Finally, LMPD must answer to Metro Council, which includes representatives of all segments of our community, as well as Mary Greg Fisher. They're fucking corrupt. They don't give a shit. They're the politicians who sold out to the corporations. I tried to go talk to the city council meeting actually about low voter turnout rate, and then some fucking secretary fucking piece of shit bitch just started fucking with me, right? So yeah, hell yeah to Kathleen Parks. Fucking love you. Civilian police accountability, yes. Democratic, yes. Kentucky, see anymore? Nah. So that's all good stuff. Kathleen Parks, do what Kentucky Alliance says. Kathleen Parks is sitting there telling us we need a civilian police review board. Of course we do. So let's get this done. BBC is taking note of Kentucky. They're seeing that Obamacare in Kentucky is totally changing the poor people's perspectives of healthcare industry, right? And you have Steve Brashear sitting there saying, oh, he's not popular here. Fuck him. We call it Connect. We fucking trick our Kentucky people. We don't call it Obamacare. We call it Kentucky Connect Health Care Exchange. Because, right, nobody knows that it's fucking Obamacare. Get the fuck out of here. Everybody knows it's Obamacare. Everybody knows what's going on. And I think it's fucking racism and it's fucking just dumb bullshit. Dumb fucking idiocy, right? This fucking culture of ignorance. She leans back in her chair. She's all happy about it, gaining access as the access she hadn't had before. She had not had insurance until she turned 19. So, you know, that's good. We could check lots of things. She says she might develop diabetes. So, you know, she can have, there's lots of, you know, health issues that people can get solutions to when you got insurance. If you don't have insurance, basically, you know, I was at a point where I would never go to the doctor until I was about to die. Since I've got Obamacare, I've been able to go to get the dentist, get my teeth fixed and cleaned, and I need to go back, and also some other really important actually operations, surgical operations that help me breathe better after the fucking LMPD, stupid ass motherfuckers, put some brutality on top of me. Fucking no liberty. What kind of country would do something to their own fucking citizenry? So yet misgivings about the biggest healthcare reform 50 years persist, even among those who have benefited the most. Hairdresser Sadie Smith enrolled, she hopes, as a temporary measure. Finishing touches, customer hair control, basically horse shit. Robert Stivers, fuck him, he's a dick. Republican president, let's see what they're saying. They're Obamacare is actually bad. Free healthcare makes you lose healthcare. If you give free healthcare, then people lose it. Because if you give free food, then people stop eating. So, you know, if you're... Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here, you motherfucker. Fucking Robert Stivers. What a dick. I don't see how... Man, they've been fucking with Kentucky representatives hardcore, man. The people that get elected in this state, it is ridiculous. We need a realignment in the state. We need a new governor. We need a real choice. revolution. You know, governor's race coming next year, so there's going to be a revolution. Nobody's declared. It's supposed to be Jack Conway. He's supposed to be, you know, I think it's going to be fucking Brashear's boy, but Brashear hasn't endorsed. Nobody's throwing their hat in. And then you also got Comer, the guy who fucking legalized hemp, which, in a way, I'm with Comer over fucking Conway. Okay? Conway's too establishment. He's too pro war on drugs, pro Operation Unite, throwing people in fucking prison for a public health issue. Whereas someone who legalizes hemp probably is in favor of legalizing marijuana. So that's James Comer. That would be the Republican. Those are the two people talked about who's going to run for political office. So Kentucky will start contributing up to 10%. Republican colleagues, Washington Senator Stivers is not calling for outright appeal. We're looking for reasonable alternatives. What a dick. Rolling back expanded Medicaid coverage and subsidies. Oh, good. Oh, that's great. If you roll back the extended Medicaid, that's going to fucking kill lots of poor people. So, you know, if they fucking repeal this shit, Robert Stivers should be held liable for murder. He should be held liable for murder in fucking Kentuckians. You not let us have fucking health insurance, so we're just going to get heart disease and fucking heart attacks and die off. And I guess, why would that be good for you? Why are you in favor of us fucking dying off without health insurance? I can't. These Republicans make no goddamn sense. It's like, oh, it's your mother. You know, I don't care about your fucking family. I don't care about your fucking kids. That's your mother's problem. That your father's problem. That ain't my problem. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. If the government ain't helping us with our fucking health, which is life, they don't give a shit about us. Fuck the government. We don't need a goddamn government. So that's the Republicans fucking whatever they think is the point of government. They're wrong. Okay, they're wrong. If you don't think, if government isn't there to make sure that we are able to have the basic sustenance, the richest country, the first world country, we got fucking people starving on our streets, babies getting shot and starved. You got 8-year-olds getting choked to death by, you know, fucking mothers. So there's so much fucking bullshit. Of course, Kentucky needs Obamacare. It's the number one, like, mentally unstable fucking state. It's obese. It's fat. You know, it's got heart problems. It's got drinking problems. It's got drug problems, prescription pill billies, good lord problems. It's got bad drivers, bad decisions, police brutality, prison rates going up. It's got racism. It's got poverty. Man, it's got it all. You know, it's a fucking organizer's dream around here. If you're a young politician who wants to clean this place up and do something and make a difference, Kentucky's where it's at. Mississippi, West Virginia, they're fucking basically triplets. The Louisville Metro Police say that a woman arrested charged attempted murder. She tried to strangle her 8-year-old son. So great fucking mother. Yeah, good. She's a white woman. So, you know, she's allowed to fucking, you know, put a rope around her kid's neck. Who gives a fuck, right? You own your own kids. You know, who gives a shit? Nah, domestic violence is fucking sick. This is sick. She actually told that she just choked an 8-year-old boy. She told the dispatchers that. So she called them to her home, right? So she tries to kill him and then feels bad about it and then calls the fucking EMS. So in a way, it's actually her humanity and compassion that got her in fucking trouble. If she was gonna go, you know, if she's gonna do it and do it right. Be like motherfucking, I don't know, the Daniel Boone, right? Just fucking willy-nilly just chop people up and then hide their bodies and then pretend like nothing happened, right? So, no, fuck that. Kimberly Anderson, so they came, they saw the boy had visible broken blood capillaries in his eyes and bruising around his neck. Anderson allegedly told officers she contemplated kill the boy with a knife or a rope. Eventually, she's like, I'm not going to just stab him. I'm not going to stab my own 8-year-old little boy. You know, I'm gonna get a rope and I'm gonna just make him pass out, right? I'm gonna little scare him a little bit, right? Police then admitted she tried to kill him. So she was trying to choke him for 30 seconds and then he turned blue and he told her, "You're gonna kill me." And then maybe that's when her humanity kicked in. Oh, maybe I shouldn't murder my own fucking kid. So yeah, fucking American parents are out of control. Nobody gives a fuck about anybody. Kids have the least amount of rights to anybody. Animals actually have more rights. People say, oh, a little puppy dog, oh, but a little boy or something. You go to Africa, you got child soldiers, right? Fucking little boys been child soldiers for about decades. No one gives a shit. Then you have a school full of girls who's kidnapped. All of a sudden, the world fucking cries. Who gives a fuck about the child soldiers, the fucking boys, right? Nah, who cares? It's all about the women. Save the women and the girls. Because, you know, what would this society be without Kimberly Anderson? Kentucky, we need, you know, this is our fucking, you know, what's that girl's name? It's Susan Smith. It's our Susan Smith here. This is our Casey Anthony. Fucking white woman, right? This is white woman. This is the fucking most pious, moral person. We're all supposed to just do whatever fucking this bitch fucking yells at somebody and calls a fucking scene and starts to be a fucking dickhead. You have to do what the fuck she says, or what? She'll kill her own fucking kid. Yeah, right. She has no moral fucking authority whatsoever fucking ever. That kid needs to be put into an orphanage. Someone needs to adopt him. He would be better off alone in this world in an orphanage, knowing that somebody, you know, that nobody gives a shit, instead of actually having a motherfucker over their head fucking with them every goddamn day.